What is up, guys? Coming in again with another informative video style content where I'm breaking down my decisions as a challenger Shaco player, why I'm doing what I'm doing, etc. Pathing, trying to teach you guys how to jungle here, how to play Shaco at a high level. So yeah, this is the second video for this little series, I guess. Yeah, let's hop into it. So for this game, I went AD Shaco. This was right after the last one that I did, the same session. I went AD Shaco here because the main reason I went AD Shaco in this game, actually, even though AP might be better into their team comp, I went AD because I have a LeBlanc mid, a Camille top, and an Alistar support. We're good on AP versus AD damage. I want to go AD here because I know that I have... You're a dive champ. I want to be able to go in with these characters. And AD Shaco does a better job because I have a lot of like setup for me to follow up with, and AD Shaco does better in terms of like following up on these engages. So that's why I go AD here, especially because I have a LeBlanc. I have a LeBlanc mid, and I want to go AD and abuse the hell out of their Yasuo. So yeah, for rune pages, standard. AD, Hail Blades with, this is my setup. Secondary, Absolute Focus, Water Walking. I like that on this patch because I'm, you're walking around the map a lot. It's a lot of a gank. It's a gank meta for sure. But yeah, let's hop into it. So I'm looking to set up. Where do I want to path? I think I want to path down. I called for a stack in this game because I thought they might invade me. They have Thresh Lee Sin. Lee Sin players love to walk into my jungle. I dip out. I want to start top lane. I call for this a lot. Whenever I think that they're going to invade me, I'll call for a stack. And the reason you do this is because if they walk in, you win. Like if they face check you, you just one shot the person that walks in, and that's how you counter when you think they're going to invade. I would always call the stack. But I realistically, I thought I was going to start top. I'm surprised actually. Okay, never mind. I remember what was going on in this game. I wanted to look for a play mid early. I wanted to look for a level 3 gank mid, and because I'm looking for a level 3 play mid, that means that I want to have red buff for that level 3 play. That's why I'm going to 3 camp. This is the fastest way to get to the strongest point to gank mid for my LeBlanc. That's my win con this game. I'm playing through the fact that I have a LeBlanc versus a Yasuo matchup. That's very important, actually. I know that I'm going to play through that matchup because it's a melee character that is very easy to gank. LeBlanc has some of the best gank setup in the game, so that is why I'm pretty much playing my entire game around that lane. Because once I win mid, if I can win mid, I win jungle through winning mid. Because we'll bounce off each other. If I can win mid for him, he can win jungle for me, and then we can win the map and end the game. So that's why I'm prioring this lane. I think this is the freest setup. Also, I think after birds here, I just want to make sure. So I do it again. I know this is warded right there, right? So their vision, they saw me there, so I walk into the bush and then Q down, so they don't know which way I went. That's important as well. I did that last game too. But yeah, don't give them free vision for no reason. I asked for a Raptor ward. I like to do that in general. It's just a good... It just lets you know, it tells me where they are always. Like this Raptor ward's very helpful. Even if I don't see him, I know where he's not, so I can usually kind of know where he is on the map. I'm looking mid here. I'm just trying to get to mid as quickly as possible. I don't want to go... I know this is warded, so I think I avoid the ward. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're good on that. I knew I couldn't go for this angle, so I walked straight up and over. And I told my LeBlanc to take... I literally typed in chat. This is Jensen, by the way. I literally typed in chat, I'm going to look mid level 3, take chain level 2. So my LeBlanc currently has... He's not put any points into anything. He took Q level 1. Okay, in my defense, I thought for some reason, I thought he would take W. I guess I'm used to doing with Bob. LeBlanc usually starts W in my experience. But anyways, I told him to take E level 3 because if you land the chain on this guy, he's dead. He's 100% dead. So I told him to take chain level 2. He didn't even level anything up. That's funny, actually. He all the way through his level 2, he didn't level anything up because I said that. He ends up getting to 3 anyways, so it's fine. That's funny, actually. That he just sat on the spell because he was waiting to see what I would do. So he levels up both abilities. I Q onto the Yasuo. He dodges the chain, but we get the kill anyways. Like, this is the freest kill in existence. And that is why I'm prioritizing this lane. I know that this is the freest setup possible. I don't know where Lee is. I assume he's at his blue. I know he can be bot, but I'm danger pinging. I'm mid pinging his blue because he's either there or here. I assumed he was at blue, but he's actually just sitting here wasting time. And Yasuo just flashed. That's very important, actually. Yasuo flashed, so I know that I can just repeat mid. Like, I'm not too worried. Like, I'm just pinging my bot lane. Right now, all I need my bot lane to do is survive. I'm just pinging them off. I'm telling them, Lee is bot lane, just don't die. Because I'm going to win the game through mid. Because once we can take Yasuo out of the game, and then we can win bot for them, right? I'm trying to get my lead to win bot, just don't die. All they have to do is not die at this point. I'm still pinging Mia on... I pinged Mia on my tri-brush. He's there. So I'm tracking... I'm just guessing, but... I don't know what this dive is. So, yeah. They play this correctly. I couldn't believe that he went for this dive. I cleared blue, I cleared wolves, and I saw that, and I was like, in my head... I can actually contest this now. So I said fuck it to this crab, and because I knew that he hadn't done that because crab had just spawned when he was still down here. So I just run straight down. I have water walking. I can get to him. He wasted way too much time. So I punish him for that overstay. Right here, I'm gonna push this wave, and the reason you're gonna push this wave is because this big old wave right here is going to slow push, and I don't want it to freeze right here. I need it to get to turret because the faster I can push this wave in, the more the enemy AD carry is gonna lose. So we push this wave up to make sure that not only the wave state resets, but also that he loses out on this farm for a decent amount of it. And my AD carry doesn't lose anything. Okay, so we missed the cannon. And yeah, my AD carry doesn't lose anything for that. The important part. You see Thresh here. I don't know where Lee is. I assume he goes topside, but... Or no, I actually said that he's going to go back to his blue because he never took his blue buff. So in my head, he's going to still be here, so I'm kind of scared because I know Thresh is here. I assumed he's here. Let's see. Okay. It's hard to track guys like this because he's kind of just walking around. Like, he never did his blue. He never did his wolves. He can go anywhere. The fact that he didn't show with Thresh made me think that... Yeah, I pinged off here. I pinged off to my Camille. That's kind of important. I'm not pinging off to Camille because I think Lee's there or because I know he's there. The reason I ping off to Camille... Sorry, let's look at our vision. This is our vision. I ping off to Camille not because I know that where Lee is, but because the only play the Lee Sin can make on this map right now is there, right? My Varus is chilling in the turret, waiting for the wave to come back. LeBlanc's not gankable. This is the only play Lee could maybe make, right? So I'm pinging danger to basically, this is a timer that you could die. This is important. Because I feel like a lot of Louis junglers don't understand that, like, you don't have to know where he is. You have to just stop them from, like, anything that he could do, assume he's doing it. So yeah, that's very important to just, like, give Camille the information, like, hey, you can die right now if he's there. So yeah. I'm sitting here, LeBlanc set this wave up perfectly for the Yasuo, and I'm just sitting here waiting. I haven't even based yet, but it doesn't matter. Yasuo has no flash. I'm kind of waiting. I think I want to see someone else on the map first. Yasuo's playing super safe. I finally say screw it. I see Thresh right here. I say screw it and go. I know that Lee can be hovering this, but I kind of take the chance that he's not. And I think it's okay even if he is. I think we can just kill this guy because he has no flash, right? It's LeBlanc. Also, pay attention to my movement there. The way I set that up. Okay, we end up getting nothing here. I don't want to overcommit. That was actually important. The way you gank Yasuo, you don't ever. I know you want to backstab. You don't ever line up behind him because if you line up behind a Yasuo or if you box behind a Yasuo, he will just use it to E through and get away. So you never want to give him an E out when you're ganking Yasuo. That's actually important. Or don't give him a box out either. That's why I held box as well. I put the box on the minion wave because I thought he was going to keep eating through it. And because the fear radius is actually bigger. Like if it hits a minion, the fear radius is actually larger. So I don't know if you see that circle. The purple circle is the radius of the fear after proccing. Like the smaller circle is just the radius of what procs the fear, but the fear radius is actually this large. So in general, it's nice to put it where it's gonna proc on a minion if you think that, like, yeah, you get a bigger fear radius if you guarantee the yeah. So we didn't really, I don't remember how this plays out actually. I'm kind of just chilling here waiting. I still need a base, but like I'm kind of just chilling to see what happens. I know that Lee's probably still here. So Lee goes back in. I just wanted to grab this grab. Because I don't really want to fight right now. There's no reason to take this fight. Lee Sin has longsword advantage on me and I'm sitting on 2k gold. But in my head I'm like, okay, well, this is not very risky. I'm full health and LeBlanc is 6. And Yasuo still has no flash. So like it's just free. Like I may as well be here. They can't kill us here. And Yasuo is pretty much out of the game at this point. Now I'm just going to push the wave with him. Because I'm assuming he needs to reset too. Yeah, he is 1700 gold. So I just help him push. And we both reset here on this timer. Great. Game's in a very good spot now. I have 3 kills. Yasuo's fucked. My plan for playing through this game has worked perfectly. We've taken full advantage of the fact that it's Yasuo versus LeBlanc with the Shaco matchup. It's the freest gank in the world. Now, like I said, my goal in this game is to get a lead through mid and then use that lead to win bot. Because bot lane is so broken on this patch, it's so important to get ahead bot lane. I believe I told my teammates that Lee Sin is going to be bot side as well here, to assume he's here. I'm kind of just looking. I remember what happens on this play. I pink here. I don't love this play. Yeah. Oh, this was so unlucky actually. Okay. I kind of knew that Lee was going to be down here. I was just seeing if I could get like a cheeky kill because I was just kind of hoping he wasn't right there. Lee is not even aiming for me, by the way. This was honestly unlucky as hell. Wait, did they see me? How'd they see me? I'm so confused. Why do you... Does Hex Flash give vision? Oh, okay, never mind. I'm salty as fuck. This was a good counter by Lee, actually. That was a good counter by Lee, and that was a stupid play by me. I was kind of just hoping that Lee wasn't there, so that was a dumb play. Because like I said, like, if you're gonna die if he's there, and you don't see him on the map, you have to assume that he's there, right? So that was an error by me. Yeah, honestly, that play was pretty bad. But I'm pretty sure, where's LeBlanc? Yeah, okay, so the mid laner who I got a lead for, I think can do something here, right? No, I lied. But yeah, that was a stupid play by me. But the game's not over because of it, you know? It sucks, but it's not a huge... We don't lose a lot for it. So, it's not a huge deal. Right now, I think I'm trying to grab 6. Yeah, sorry, you guys can't even see the XP bar. I'm almost 6, so I'm just trying to get 6 real quick, and then I want to kill mid again. I'll put this over here. What does that do? So, I'm just looking mid again, because I just hit level 6. I was pinging off early. Or I was not as... tracking as well as normal in this game, honestly. Again, I'm pretty sure I pinged Camille because... Yeah, I danger pinged him because that was the only lane that he could be. I was kind of autopilot because I was focused on getting 6 and I was looking mid for the play. Camille lives, so it's fine. We see Lee Sin top. I'm still chilling here because I really want to... Like, I finally give up and say, okay, screw it, I'll just grab Drake real quick. It's worth ulting here. Because it just makes it so much easier and so much healthier. This is a free dragon. I'm also pinging me on Rift. I know he's going to go to Rift. I was seeing if maybe I could contest it. yeah, so I leave. I let Varus finish this, and I just run already all the way over. I know LeBlanc's fed. I know that Lee Sin is only 5. And I have my items right now. I have Dirk and Zerks. Like, I want to fight. I want to fight the Lee Sin. So, yeah, I just run straight over. Water walking gives me a lot of value here. We kill Lee. Because I know that we're probably going to drop Rift, but it's okay because we can get there for the fight after. And if we can get the fight after, we're going to kill them all. So, yeah, this slow fight works out for us. We got Drake and 2 kills for 0 for Rift, but very worth. At this point, I'm looking top. I kind of just want to see if I can help this guy. And his wave's in like an awkward spot. So yeah, we kind of just see if we can grab a free kill here. We can. The reason I want to be here in general is because we have no vision in his wave. Like, I don't want him to get shit on right now because his wave's in an awkward spot, right? So I'm here just in case someone else is here. And just to see if I can grab that kill, and it works out. So we get that kill. I assume Lee's probably bot. I don't know what Lee is doing here. I hate junglers like this, man. I hate junglers like this because he's just walking around this whole game. He's just wandering around. Like, he shouldn't be here. Because he did Rift, right? Wait, I was on a word there. What the hell? This dude has not done a camp in 5 years. He just took Rift, so that should mean that he had cleared up to Rift after. Like, you shouldn't be on the same map, you know, two lives in a row. You shouldn't be going to the same side of the map. Because that means that you're just jungling inefficiently. That means you're not clearing your camps. I'm pinging that he's gonna... I know that he's gonna go on my camps here. I think maybe we can like, fuck with him. I think we can probably kill him. I'm telling my teammates he's here. I'm pinging Mia on my blue. I want us to punish this guy because he's super behind. He's super weak. The counter jungle debuff exists. Like, I don't think we need to give him these camps. I don't even think am I even going to it? I think I want to make sure he can't take it. What do I do here? Oh, I want to look mid. I'm just going straight mid. So I'm just waiting for my Alistar and my LeBlanc to pull up, and we're just going to kill this guy. Or at least try to. Yep. We can play this slow. I'm still hovering. I see this, and I say, wait, okay, the Lee fucked up. Alright, now this guy's alone, so we're just going to chill here, see if I can take this camp. Grab the camp away from him. And right now, in my mind, the only... Like, what can Lee do, right? He has his red buff. There's nothing... Like, he is 110% going bot side now. His Raptors are gone. We just took them. We pushed him out of this side of the jungle. He has to play bot now, right? That's the only thing he can do on this map. I'm going to grab my blue real quick. Just get it off the map. I feel like this actually died. So I ping Mia on this because this is the only play they could be looking for. I'm trying to clear my camps real quick just because I can. Like, I don't really need to be anywhere right now. I'm not too afraid of Lee because he was low. He's full HP now, but... So this is warded. I'm hovering here, yeah, okay. So I think in my head, like, they're looking mid. It feels like they're looking mid. So I could just keep clearing, but I'm like, okay, I'm gonna hover on this timer because I think they're here. And yeah, there they are. We see them. I'm still watching mid. I queued over, so it's kind of hard. I gotta play this slow. I can't tank them. I need to let Alistar frontline and wait for my timers, wait for my cooldowns. Kind of just seeing if they overcommit. So if Helios pulls up, we see them. They kill Alistar. I'm still looking. Lee Sin has no cooldowns and he's squishy as hell. So I think that we can kill this guy. Yeah, we can. I have clone on this guy. This is Hailblade's clone. And we don't actually get anything else out of that. That's fine. No, I don't mind trading kills. Like, I'll do that shit all game. Because I will value my lead over the Lee Sin. Like a 1-for-1 for me is always worth it. Shaco is super item reliant, but once I have a lead, I know I can take over. So I have 5 kills. I traded twice 1-for-1s that were very much worth it to me. I'm not worried about the Aphelios getting fed. And the reason I'm not worried about the Aphelios is because we have LeBlanc, Shaco, Camille. Like, I will be able to kill this guy by myself with my own lead. So it's not a huge deal. The Aphelios got kills off of me. Now I just kind of want to play objectives and play, like, ride out through the lead I built for LeBlanc. I definitely want to keep fucking with the Lee Sin. I know I have a huge lead on him. And it's at the point where, as far as I know, I'm pretty sure this game, like, bot lane, most games, I'm just going to keep coming bot lane. Like, I'm always assuming that Lee Sin is just looking bot, because this is, at this stage, like, this is what matters. So I see Thresh, I'm kind of just fucking with him. We know Thresh is around. I'm just looking for Drake. I'm kind of just waiting. I know that they can't contest because Lee's low. I decided to queue in because I'm not really afraid of anyone here. And I think that we can get this kill real quick, or at least pressure them for the dive because I have Varus here. I'm not worried about them. Alright, I don't need to overcommit there. I just want to see if... And this play is not only going to get us some plates and pressure... Yeah, so I queue back in. Okay, yeah. So in my head, right here on this play, I'm kind of just seeing what we can get. I know that they don't have vision here. And I don't even know where they go, right? But I know that they're not... Like, Aphelios walks up, right? This is important. Aphelios walks up like this. I know that Thresh and Lee Sin are low. But I also know that the second the Aphelios, who's 6-2, walks up to the tower on this, I know that they're not going to leave. Because they don't want to give up... Yeah, they're not going to let Aphelios get dove for free. So I say fuck it to the Aphelios, and I just go straight onto them, assuming I'm guessing, right? I am just guessing that they are going to hover this. So that is why I queue this way. Even though I didn't see them, I'm guessing, I'm making an educated guess that they are going to stay here. And I was right. So, yeah, that... And it also keeps me out of turret vision. That guy actually lives, which is kind of sad. I should have killed... I should have gone on Lee first here, by the way. I wasn't... That was kind of dumb in the moment. But yeah, that, like, still. That was the reason for that play even existing. I say, oh shit, okay, we kind of gotta get out of here. I feel like this is an angry kitten. I still want blue. Or, sorry, I still want Drake, but we're all kind of low now, so it's like, eh. Not a huge deal, though. I mean, we got a kill for free. I still want the Drake, but I know, you know, Rift, or not Rift, sorry, Scuttle's up. Kind of just seeing what we can grab. Rift is spawning. We just saw Thresh right here. I'm pinging off. I'm pinging Mia on Drake as well. We see him. I don't really want to give this, but it's not a big deal. Right now, I could go to Rift, but I'm afraid because I saw Thresh topside, so I say, okay. Right now, this is actually a timer when we can just go on Yasuo, you know? That's a very important timer to kill Yasuo because Thresh's top, I don't want to start Rift where they can collapse on it with Gwen. So I want to play away from that. Instead of going to Rift, I just go straight on the mid turret. And because now what happens is they have to respond to this. We either get turret or we go and we take Rift. I know that they have a numbers advantage topside, but it's not a huge deal. I can go start Rift now because at least I have mid prio, right? Like we just killed their mid laner. I know that I'm safe to start Rift. I'm gonna look for this guy first because he's overextended. I know Thresh is probably here though. It's kind of hard. I'm just gonna see. I see him on a ward, but yeah, that's a free kill. I'm gonna push this wave out before, just to give them something to respond to. Always give, like... Oh, my LeBlanc finds the chain on Thresh, so we kill this guy too, I think. Yeah, free kill on this guy. Oh shit, I see Lee Sin. This guy's an angry elf. Yeah. And he's mad. I don't know if you saw that. So, most Shaco players, your immediate reaction, right? Think about this. This is important for very Shaco specific. Your immediate reaction to this, 99 out of 100 Shaco players are going to ult with their cursor away. They're just trying to run away, right? So what is Lee Sin going to assume that I'm gonna do, right? Like in my mind, in anyone's mind, it's, oh shit, I gotta run. I'm naturally running away from him. My cursor should be over here. So I do the exact opposite. I put my cursor behind him on the opposite side. This is a clone juke. This is not a 50-50. He falls for this every time, and I live because of it, because this is just natural instinct, right? Like, that's not a dumb play by him. That's very important for playing Shaco. Put yourself in their shoes, and I'm going to live because of that. Because most Shaco players are going to panic there and just ulti the other way. And it makes it very obvious. Because if you're in a situation where you're just dead regardless, then that clone juke is the right play. You have to do the opposite of what makes any logical sense. Play into their natural instincts, I guess, is kind of the point. I'm kind of low. I still want this rift, but like I'm too low now. But I'm huge. I'm 7-2. The game's in a good spot. I still want rift. We see them mid lane. I'm looking. I see my LeBlanc above. Yeah. Very good flank by my LeBlanc, and that's what I was saying about the Aphelios. I don't give a shit that he's 6-3. I don't care that he's fed. He can have 5 items, my LeBlanc, and I will pop him like that every time anyways. It doesn't matter. And that's why I played through him this game, because their Aphelios is not going to be the win con when we have Shaco LeBlanc. Or rather, if he can't be. Unless we fuck up. But if we play it correctly, and we put him in a situation like that, he can't play the game. I don't start Rift here because I don't want to give them mid, right? I don't want to give up turret. Kind of looking for Thresh. Yeah. Playing Shaco well is a lot of guessing. It's a lot of educated guessing in terms of like your cues, right? Half the time I don't even know if the person that I'm looking for is gonna be there when I queue in, by the way. Like, let's see our vision here. So we see him. I don't think we saw Thresh when I queued in, right? So I see Thresh walk or back up a little bit, and then I guess. I think that he might be hovering because, again, Lee's here doing this. He's looking to walk forward. It's a natural support player thing, right? It's their instinct to try to, especially Thresh, he's going to look to stay in a situation where he can lantern him. So even just, I don't want to walk into turret range. I'm still not in turret range. I'm just seeing if he walks back up to hover his Lee. And he does. Even just this tiny step up screws him. That's all you need. That's all you need is that tiny step right there. Perfect. His turret vision is right at the edge of that. Does he die? He doesn't actually die here, but you get the point, right? And it sets up his team. Okay, his team dies for it. It sets up just a bad situation for him. He's still here on the map now. Like, when you know you have advantages like this, you want to push that advantage and you want to force the play. In general, right? Like, I forced the play onto him, if at all possible, because this fight is... They can't win this fight, and it forces them into an awkward situation. It's very important, especially jungle, playing assassins especially. It's important to steer the game. You know, you don't want to be reacting to the game. You don't want to be reacting to what they're doing. You want to be creating the flow of the game. You want to be creating the situations where the fights happen. You want to be creating the fights, because that's how you assassinate. If you wait for them to start the fights, your team is going to die before you can even add value, you know? That's very... I feel like a lot of, like, lower MMR, especially, like, Shaco players, assassin players, are not fully, like... are not the best at that because they're not... You know, they're indecisive, they're not sure. Make decisions, guys. Like, seriously, I need you to be aggressive when you're playing this character in the sense of, like, you need to be looking to set up plays. And it's okay if those plays end up being wrong or don't work, because you can look back at them and like realize why, and you will improve from that. But if you spend these games just reacting to plays, you're going to end up plateauing at X rank wherever it is that you're stuck, because you're not even really understanding like what's going wrong, right? Like, it's much better as a player, if you actually want to grow as a player, to be creating the situation, play proactively, and then you actually can look back and see what happened. But yeah, if you're just reacting to the enemy's plays all game, you're never going to grow as a player. You're just coin flipping at that point. This fight ends up actually being kind of bad, so I just dip out. LeBlanc's top, which kind of sucks, so... We got Drake up in like a minute. I think I have a lot of gold. Yeah, I'm sitting on 2K. I kind of want to get off the map. I'm just hovering here. I'm seeing. I gotta get out though. I need a base. I have Rift. I want to contest this dragon if possible. I have a big spike here. I got Bork. I go Blade of the Ruined King in this game because they, you know, it's more reliable damage. They are HP stacking. Thresh is HP stacking. Aphelios is honestly HP stacking too. He has Bloodthirster. Yeah, they have shields and shields and shields. They're kind of tanky, so I want Bork second here always. Right now, this is important. I have Rift Herald. You're probably wondering, Chase, why don't you just go to Drake? I don't need to go to Drake yet. I'm going to go mid and drop this Herald. Again, it's about controlling the flow of the game. So what happens when they see that I'm dropping this Rift Herald? You instantly force them into a choice. You have to make a choice. Say, okay, even if you guys are all here and you're committing to this Drake, you're going to lose 2 turrets for it, right? You have to put them in a situation where they have to respond to you. You don't want to be responding to them all game. See now, look what happens. This is what happens when I did this. So I drop Rift and they have to kill this Rift. So now, guess what's free? Dragon is free. Which, granted, Yasuo is top, so it was probably free anyways, but it just guarantees, you take the question out of it. You take the risk out of it. I see a lot of times you just see coin flip fights at objectives, and you'll even see me, like, on stream, you'll see me get tilted, like, why are we even allowed to, like, they shouldn't even be allowed to contest this in the first place. We don't need to let them fight us here. Because doing that instantly denies them the chance to even contest it. So yeah, they're trying to fix their mid wave again. I'm trying to get back onto the map. We want to fix our waves. We want to retake control. Right now, I'm not afraid of the Baron. In my mind, I think that they are trying to bait the play. I think that they're probably looking for a pick, especially based on the fact that Yasuo's still here. I know that they can't do it fast enough. They need Yasuo to actually do it quickly. And yeah, I was right. They're just looking for a play. Lee Sin's not even fucking here. So I don't walk in. I'm not going to walk in here. In my mind, Thresh is probably in this bush, sitting here. I think Lee's probably here. I know, based on just Yasuo alone, Yasuo's, like, his body language. This tells me that his team is here. This tells me that his team is hovering him because he would not be this far up otherwise. Yeah, I'm pinging. I'm not worried about the Baron. We can't see the Baron, but I'm not worried about Nash at all. I'm not afraid. Okay, we can see it now. But even before that, like, I'm not afraid of the Baron play because they can't do it without Yasuo, and the Yasuo is pretty much telling me he's there. So we see Yasuo auto that, so now it's like, okay, they could maybe be looking for it. But again, I see Aphelios mid, so I'm like, They could be on it right now, though. So that's why I'm kind of trying to check carefully. They might be on this. They're not on it, so it's fine. Yeah, we saw the Aphelios mid, so that, again, I wasn't worried that they were doing it. Right now is a timer where I want to look for the Aphelios. I think he might be a little bit far up. I think that they're on recall timers. And we want to take control of vision here. I'm kind of waiting for my teammates, but this is our timer to retake control of the map. We want to push through mid and take Baron vision, because this is our timer to do it, because we know that they just reset and my team is back on the map right now. I don't really want to commit to this. I'm kind of just seeing. I don't queue directly onto the Thresh. I'm not committing to him until I kind of just... I'm scouting right now with this queue. This is not a fight queue. This is a see what's going on. We're taking control of this area. I want mid prio. I want my teammates to push through mid, and then yeah, I'm just looking. Again, we are taking control on this timer. They have to respond to waves. I know that I have my teammates here. I want to look to find the pick right now. The reason I'm looking for this at all is because a pick right now translates to a Baron. And then a Baron translates to ending the game. right? Like, this is how you, when you have a lead especially. I'm 9-2. I want to close this game out. I want to take advantage of the fact that they're behind. I don't want to let them farm out. I don't want to let the game stall out. So I just go. I send it. I do as much burst as I possibly can to him. I press R, I put my clone on him, and I walk out, and I hope my teammates can do the rest, you know? I'm not committing. There's no risk of me dying ever in this play. I'm basically just throwing some damage out and assuming my teammate's going to do the rest. Right now, I'm just zoning the Lee as well. Like, we could probably go to Baron right now, but I don't need to. I'm taking Lee Sin off the map right now. This is what I'm doing. Lee is off the map right now. Like, I know that now, based on that, he can't contest Baron. Again, we're still fighting. I see the Aphelios here. Awkward spacing, but okay, we get the Aphelios kill, so it's fine. Alistar is by himself for some reason. We kill you, we kill you. And we go to Baron. So this fight honestly wasn't as good as it could have been. But yeah, you have to be, like, you have to pay attention to the fact that, like, the way that this fight started was me just fucking going. We're just going in. I want this play because I have my teammates with me, and I know for a fact that Aphelios, for example, is probably going to be hovering this area because he has to respond to this wave, right? He's actually over here, but it's fine because I'm not too worried about it. They're all over here. You know, I see them over here. We see the Yasuo here. I know that I have at least 2 seconds to just go onto this Yasuo and do as much damage as possible. And I assume that my LeBlanc can probably do the rest. There's not much risk here. I know that he doesn't see me because I pinked this. And I know that they're still here for at least another 2 seconds. So we just go, you know? There's not risk here because I have a Blast Plant here. I'm not afraid of dying. I can ult out. I have my teammates behind me. I'm just seeing what I can get here because this is our timer. This is our... We have to be playing proactively to close this game out, and we can't just let this game stall out, you know? Because now they're forced into this awkward fight where Lee Sin gets pushed off the map, Yasuo's dead over here, they're split, right? Like, Aphelios ends up in this, he has to make a hero play. And it's all because I forced the situation to begin with. Right, like we can't win a fight against them in a straight up 5v5 where they are playing front to back and we are going forward at them. We have to force them into a situation like this, and our odds of winning the fight are infinitely higher because we're starting the fight. We take someone out right off the bat. We force Aphelios into this awkward situation where he's flanked on all sides and has to flash forward just for the LeBlanc. You see what I'm saying? Like, they're in disarray because we initiated the play. Because we have a lead. Because we're taking control of this area. And it results in a Baron play. And I think after that, the game's pretty much a wrap. So after that, we base, LeBlanc's kind of fucking around. I'm pinging, I targeted this turret. Right now, I'm pretty sure I told my team, we just want a 4-1. LeBlanc inside if she wants. Camille should be bot with teleport. This game should be pretty much over. At this stage of the game, I kind of just need to make sure they can't make a play on my mid, like on my bot lane here. We want to be using Baron. This is another thing that I do a lot that I think is important for, especially for like Shaco. I don't know where they are, right? I'm just scouting. Like, there's no risk. I queue in blind. I don't know where they are. I think that they're probably here, but I'm not committing to this, right? Like, I'm just taking vision. I'm just taking away any control they have of this map. Okay, I see Yasuo here. I'm waiting. Okay, boop. They can't kill me. I'm chilling. I still have ult. I have Alistar hovering. They're stuck here. And look, I pinged top turret. Right? Because they're here, they're forced to respond to this wave here, and they're all stuck here. So we're pinging top turret. We have someone bot lane. This is how you play with Baron. You constantly just pull them around, and wherever they aren't, you go there. So we see Gwen top. We're gonna pressure mid again. No one is bot right now, so we're chilling. We don't need to fight. We're just waiting for Camille to push. I'm not going in. I'm not looking for a play because Camille has a free reign on this turret. We're getting this tower for absolutely free. I'm just chilling. I'm trying to kite away, but I see them engaging onto my bot lane, so I think I go in here. Oh no, I can't really go in because Ophelia, yeah, he has a sweeper right there. So I'm just waiting. We get tower for free, they get nothing, that's what they're trying to force too. I don't know if you see this. Like, they tried to force onto my Alistar there because they're losing their map. We deny them the chance to force the fight. They lose this turret for free. They have to respond to this. Dragon spawning soon. They can't do anything. Like, I often see, especially in lower MMR, like, people take that fight mid for no reason. You don't need to. They need that fight to happen. That's the only thing that they can do is force that 5v3. That's the only advantage that they could possibly have. And now, this is when the advantage comes, right? Because I know that they're responding to this wave. I know that someone's probably responding to this wave. I'm looking for especially Shaco, assassins. You want to be looking for the play on the rotations because that's when the picks are. That's when the situations where we have a 2v2 against a 1-6 Lee Sin and the support as a 12-2 Shaco and my strong Camille, right? So they're trying to collapse on my Camille and I say, no, you're not. We're collapsing on you, right? Because I know that they back off. They're alone. You know, you just queue in and check. Okay, they're by themselves. Yasuo's on this wave. There's no threat here. Okay. And instantly, I'm hovering. I know that they're looking for my Camille. I'm just seeing, right? I'm just hovering. I'm just guessing. So in my head, I see Aphelios here. I see Yasuo here. I think there's probably someone here. I'm just hovering to see. I see Lee Sin instantly. Look at the body language. This is important as fuck. Look at the body language. I know that they're responding to this wave. These two are out of the picture for the Lee Sin who's posturing to walk this way. Right? These two are not relevant. They're dealing with this wave. I know they're on the same screen, but they don't exist. They don't matter. I queue in. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for Camille. That's all I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for my Camille to see what I see. Right? And I'm letting them walk all the way up so that they can get even further away from their team. So they're all the way up here by themselves. Camille's in a position to E over. Yasuo's not even... He doesn't matter. He doesn't exist. I wait patiently. And I take what looks like a 2v4, right? Like, in theory, this looks like a 2v4 for them. It's a free it's an unlosable 2v2. All of the, and it exists within the timer of about 2 seconds. We had 2 seconds to make this play before they were grouped up again. But that's all I need. That's all I need because they're constantly having to respond to waves. Again, we still have this wave pressuring. And they're forced into this terrible situation where they lost 2 people from the get-go because they're trying to make a play responding to us. That's like the biggest takeaway from this game. If you take anything away from this game, it's that playing an assassin, you know, play proactively and create the game state. Create these fights for your team. Create the bad fights for the enemy team. Don't let them pull you around the map. Even if it doesn't work, even if you fuck up on these plays, it's fine because you're gonna learn from that. You're gonna take away and improve significantly faster, you know, from making poor decisions and playing proactively. You can actually take away from that. You can't take away from just reacting all game, and you end up in this victim complex where it's like, yeah, if you're gonna play an assassin, learn how to play proactively. It's yeah. Otherwise, there's no point. And from that, we just close the game out. So yeah, this game, I think this was a good game in terms of like showing how to play proactively, I would say. Which honestly is one of the most important things when it comes to playing an assassin, when it comes to playing Shaco at a high level, is set up the play. You know, and again, it's okay to, you know, make mistakes or whatever, but make the mistake. Don't not make the play at all. You know. I'd much rather, you have a much higher chance of winning by making a bad play and executing on it. You can still win that play, right? But like if you just respond to the enemy team all the time, you're just going to end up coin flipping and hoping that your teammates are better and hoping that the enemy misplays opposed to you playing well. So yeah, that's about it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys sub to my channel as well. And let me know in the comments, seriously, this is the second video I'm doing of these. My tracking wasn't great on this video, so I apologize for that. But I do hope that I was able to be helpful for you guys. This was a good one for showing how to take a lead, knowing where to where to play through to get a lead, and then how to take that lead and convert it to a win. Because a lot of Shaco players, I feel like, end up getting stuck. They'll get a bunch of kills early, and they don't know how to translate that to a win. So I think that was a very good example of this. And again, let me know if you guys like this style of content. I'm going to try to be doing it consistently, like twice a week at least. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Peace, bros.